And welcome back. This week we are going to be on Odd Man Out, and we are going to be convincing Harrison here to play Pokemon Go. Joining us in place of
Pokemon.
joining us in place of James this week, and we've got Boss Pander in with us.
Hello.
Of course, I'm Faust.
And I'm Harrison.
All right. So you've already heard about Pokemon Go.
Who hasn't?
Yeah. So
I don't live under a rock.
What I'd like to do is different. Is I want you to tell us or ask us questions or tell us what you know about Pokemon Go, and we will try and fill in the blanks.
No. It's the devil.
Okay, it is not. Next statement.
Oh, I think it's a pander.
Yeah.
It drains batteries.
It does drain the batteries.
does.
Yeah, you do need it. Actually, battery sales, backup battery sales for phones have gone up because of
Yes.
Pokemon Go.
It,
But any game
it
drains your battery.
steals your money from your wallet.
No, that's voluntary.
It's,
Well, it's stolen 160 million apparently.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I don't see why I should play this, considering, it eats up battery life. It eats up my phone. And specifically where I work, I don't have cell signal.
True. Yeah, and the thing is, and this is something I want to mention to all Pokemon Go players, is if you're at work, you're at work. Like, yeah, you can try and find a way to play, but come on. I mean, this is your job. This is how you make the money so that you can keep paying for Pokemon Go, buying all those Pokeballs and lures and whatnot. Like, don't play at work.
Well,
Please. I mean, they tell you to be responsible when you open up the game, every time you open up the game. So all this stuff that happens, and that like, I don't like that the media sort of makes it out that like Pokemon Go is responsible for this person or this person or this person just because they happen to be playing it when something dumb happened.
So you're not convincing me to play this game.
Oh, okay.
yeah, don't be dumb.
So Pokemon Go, embarrassed.
Go ahead and play at work.
Yeah.
Just, don't ignore your duties.
Yeah, do your job. In the barest way of describing it, Pokemon Go is a game where you are to walk around your neighborhood or some outdoor place,
A park.
catching monsters. All right.
Okay.
And now the monsters happen to be designed after this Pokemon thing, of which they've released 130-ish so far of the 760 that exist.
I think there's 150 possibly. I think there's about 150 of them.
Well, there's
already.
150
Yeah.
original run. Yeah. So there's a lot to do. There's a lot to catch. They've already all been caught by one person, at
Yeah.
least.
No, I don't think they have.
Yes.
Well, all available ones. Like,
there has.
they have been caught, and this guy is actually getting flown around the world. So
Catch the last two.
to catch the last ones in countries that, you couldn't catch them otherwise. Because
Yes.
there are Pokemon per country.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Wait a minute. So you want me
That's
to
a
play?
little unfair, but
So you want me to play a game where I have to go get on a fucking plane?
no.
So to get other Pokemon. This
So-
sounds like red versus red blue Pokemon all over again.
Okay, once you stop being pedantic,
it is sort of red versus blue.
it is kind of red
And,
versus blue.
versus yellow.
So-
but who cares about that team?
Yeah. People are divided up into teams.
Sorry, yellow.
There are gyms dotted around. The idea is, this is right now, the major gameplay that we have is to catch the Pokemon. Now, every Pokemon game up until this point has been catch the Pokemon, train the Pokemon, trade the Pokemon, fight the Pokemon. So you fight them together, you trade them around. It's like a collection. And that's the major selling point for every Pokemon game, including this one, is developing your collection of these monsters.
The only thing I've potentially
Pocket
done,
monsters.
Pocket monsters.
the only thing I've played close to Pokemon was the little Pokemon game that was in World of Warcraft for a little bit.
Yeah, they did. Well, they do still have the battle pets.
The battle pets.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they
I
do
was
still
like,
have
there
the
was
battle pets. It's kind of a
Pokemon
forgotten
game?
mechanic now, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I did the battle pets a bit. I have not played any of the other Pokemon games.
Okay. So WoW did kind of translate the essential idea behind it. You have to run around weakening Pokemon in the old games, the handheld games. You had to run around weakening the Pokemon until you could capture them, just like you did with the battle pets in WoW.
Mm-hmm.
In Pokemon Go, instead, you have to make them like you.
Make them like you.
Yeah. Now they start off liking you
Not
already.
always.
It's easy to catch them at first, but when you level up, and there is a leveling structure, you get things called raspberries. Two words. and they are supposed to be lures. They're supposed to entice the Pokemon to stick
call
around
them
and let you catch them.
candy.
Yeah, they're basically candy for the Pokemon.
I give the Pokemon candy and tell them to get into the van.
And you can run across ones that are higher level than you. You can run across ones that are lower level than you, and that is a deciding factor on how easy they are to catch, or if they run away because they're just way too powerful for you, or something like that.
Okay.
So there are stakes involved. That this one might get away, but it's very powerful. It would help you like leveling up to have powerful Pokemon so that you could leave them in gyms to earn money on a daily basis and things like that, to buy more items to keep playing the game.
And you get medals.
You get medals, you get achievements. You can play the game without ever putting a cent into it.
Yeah.
You can buy items should you be running low and not want to have to go around to all those Pokestops and
Pokestops.
get
Of course, a block away, we have 3 Pokestops and a gym.
Mm-hmm.
We also have
They are
2 dogs that would love to go for walks constantly to the park.
They are very well spaced out. And then the major thing that everybody said is it gets people outside. So you are out walking around.
I get outside enough.
Well,
Going to the backyard to smoke doesn't count.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
like this is out being active and moving around.
Yeah, but I'm active moving around all the time.
It's true, you do pace a lot.
Yeah.
But think about it. If you had a Pokemon, you could be pacing around all like that and hatch all your eggs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more time
So-
sometimes than I want to pay attention to my phone.
The thing about it, the other thing I want to say, and this is because I tried this specifically because I knew we were recording this show,
Okay.
was you can go without playing it for a decent amount of time and still pick up where you left off without any trouble. The gameplay itself is simplistic enough. You don't have to worry about, element types and weaknesses and things like that unless you're battling in the gyms. And then at that point, you're so locked up in it that you will know what's weak to what and things like that.
My big concerns are if somebody has their Pokemon game, they pick up their phone, it buzzes. They pick up their phone. Oh, somebody messaged me. I don't care.
Yes.
It's just pick up the phone. Oh, there's a Pokemon. And they stop what they're doing, okay? Like, I don't know. Just like this last week, I went to Walmart. And I was going shopping with somebody.
Names.
We won't name
go
names.
unnamed. Yeah.
And we got in there. All of a sudden, their phone buzzed. They go, stop. We can't go anywhere. I got to catch this one. I don't have it yet. Okay? And so we were sitting at the front of Walmart. Just had got in the cart and just walked right to the very beginning.
So at the very entrance of Walmart.
Very entrance of Walmart.
Yeah.
And I watched this person trying to catch a Magmar.
Oh, yeah, Magmar.
A Magmar.
Well, those don't pop up very often.
And it made my shopping experience longer because every time a Pokemon popped up in Walmart while trying to go grocery shopping, we had to stop.
Yeah,
Just so you know, it was a very good place to catch Pokemon and to hatch eggs.
I don't think we're being very convincing to our odd man out here.
No. Stop that. Lay down. Just no.
Yeah, this week's odd man out is being filled in front of a live studio audience,
Yeah, canine audience.
canine audience, and they're not really approving of the show either. So, Pokemon Go is a phenomenon. It is being played by people young and old. It is taking over phones. It is draining their batteries. It is probably driving a new sense of battery technology in available phones.
Right.
This game is going to change hardware.
But
it is so popular.
Isn't this just like Ingress?
No.
Not exactly.
No.
Okay. You understand I was insanely turned off to Ingress because
I was too.
Because, again, not naming names, certain individuals were like, "Hey, can you go here?
I need to capture this.
I need to capture this
Yeah.
point. Can you pull in this parking lot? I need you to stop and go by some other place." And just it just was bad.
It is bad. Yeah, I wasn't really turned on by English because they didn't really make it that appealing, or it was very difficult to understand exactly what was going on, but it seemed very combative. There was, attacks and
Pokemon-
defenses and things like that.
And Pokemon seems combative, and you got to go around, you got to go by these Pokestops, and you got to go hang out and everything like that. It just doesn't seem like the type of game I would be into.
So the game feel of it is way more casual than I think Ingress really sounds like.
Yeah.
So it's, like I said, Ingress is very kind of like you're hacking and you're taking over somebody's tower and you're defending your towers and you have to keep on checking up on them and all of that kind of stuff.
Unless you're doing gyms, you really don't have to do that, and you don't have to go into the gyms. It's just if you want to do gyms.
Yeah, you're not required to go do the gyms at all. And this is me. I've had a gym right outside my house. Like, seriously, a minute walk away. But that gym is so contested that I would never bother. Not unless I got really lucky or I leveled up really fast. And it's true, you don't need to bother with any of that. It's good to just you can play it casually, you can play it actively. Mm-hmm. The thing is, right now, you're seeing a lot of people playing it actively. That's going to die off. I am almost certain.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can open it up whenever you're capable of using your cell phone. Or you have a free moment. It is one of those games that you would play to fill in the empty
Play
space.
on your
But
break.
I don't play games on my cell phone typically. It's like every time I've bought one, I've looked at it once or twice, and I've never gone back and played it again.
You've bought games for your cell phone?
Yeah.
Well, this one is absolutely free.
But I found out that I just don't play games on them. Especially a game if
it
I'm having
does
to go
take-
walk around.
Why don't we just
So
open it up on this tablet here and take a look?
No.
Yes, let's take a look. I'll open it on my phone. You open it on my tablet here.
No. No.
Yes.
when all else fails.
No.
Open it up and look at the cute little
No.
Pokemon.
So is that your answer? Since we come down to the wire here.
Oh, that's a little loud. The Pokemon there. So
See,
it does warn you to not drive while you're playing, to pay attention to your surroundings, not be a moron.
I don't know. I think it's like, you see all these people playing it. And I'm probably one of those people in the camp that probably is not going to end up playing it. Or if I do, it's going to be vicariously through somebody else. But, it's like I work a job where I don't have access to my cell phone for 10 hours out of the day. Then I'm driving home. And then I'm going, back to work or activity with other people where I want to socialize and not sit there trying to catch Pokemon.
Okay. Somebody has stolen my gym.
So the
Or,
you're worried that the time commitment is not going to be really relevant.
I don't think the time commitment is very relevant.
It does require
understand that.
some time and input, but really it's the level of time you put into it is more about a sense of progression instead of actual progression. Like, you can just pick it up and play it casually.
And this is why I don't play I don't play MMOs anymore. It's because progression and time commitment. So this has less of a time commitment because everything I've seen so far from other people playing requires a time commitment. Okay, you have to be actively not doing something. You have to be a passerby in a lot of aspects, such as, sitting in the passenger seat of a car, to play the game. And the problem is, I'm the type that if I start playing this, I'll have a problem because I'm a collector.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think
So it's for your own safety.
for my own safety,
Yeah.
and because I do so much stuff and I don't actually really play games on my phone. I'm a PC gamer, second console gamer. The phone I don't necessarily do. I use it for news and videos. So maybe I'll play vicariously, but I'm going to have to say no this week. This is not a game for me to play.
Oh, well.
Oh, now take me to go get my gym back.
Oh,
So you're going to play whether you like it or not.
point proven.
All right. So,
Vicariously.
all right, folks, that was Odd Man Out for this week. Thank you for joining us. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know how we're doing. Of course, we will see you next week for something brand new.
And if you're on Team Blue, let Pander know. She would like to go out with some other people to go find Pokemon.
Pokemon! Gotta catch them all.
Have a good one, guys.
Now, Fallout 1. So we're talking, original release was back in 1997. And it was released on